Oh, shit. I used the wrong thumbnail. Real quick. And the wrong everything else. Let me type something out real quick while this updates. Hello, everyone. Oh, apparently the title didn't update. There we go. And then there we go. Hello to the one person who liked this, I guess? Oh, Valor. Hello, Valor. Alright. Gonna share this on Tweltwer. Alright. Live weekly discussion stream. Hop in chat. Then I'm going to post this in the Facebook comments. Comments. Hello. Just started on now. I want my thumbnails to get progressively worse and worse until they're eventually just the worst thumbnails in history. Like the design might be maybe cool to look at for a second until you realize that it's just my hair. And several all-seeing eye symbols mixed in with that. Live. So I'm going to go here. And then post it here. And then post this there we go. Oh, I'm gonna close this window. I got fucking sounds, I guess. Okay. Alright. Handled. Okay, so that's done. And sending this to a couple people on Twitter, and then I can get started. Then that. And then one more person. That. Now I can get started. Hello to the 2 concurrent viewers. Let me finish this message real quick. Hello, Jack. There we go. So, how are y'all? I'm gonna check my chat here. Valor says, I've started writing things down to talk to you about on stream. Well, hello. And feel free to throw things. He has 2 things currently written. Why does it say no viewers when I'm here? I have no idea. You know, it could be throttling. It could just be weird displays of numbers. I don't know. It could be a variety of reasons. I try not to speculate about that kind of thing. I have motherfucking rice bowl with eggs, corn, beans, fucking tomatoes. I don't know where my... Yeah, there they are. My chopsticks are over here in my fucking thing. Yeah, I try not to speculate, because, like, if I start speculating, I might think, you know, oh, well, I'm being suppressed, I'm being throttled, I'm being, you know, this, that. I don't have proof of any of that, though, so... Like, on Twitter, I can verifiably say that. But over here, I can't really do that. Valor says, I sent this to 051. We had an interesting conversation a few days ago. Yeah, if he wants me to read that thing, though, the thing is going to need to be off that Wix weirdness. I'm not signing up for some Wix thing. I kind of don't like Wix. They sell you really bad website development stuff, and they always have. And, you know, while it might be great for somebody who has no idea what they're doing, it's very not great for somebody like me who actually does. Jack says, how's everyone doing this wonderful Saturday evening? Wonderful is a strong term. It's very fucking warm. I'm not happy about that. But I did get proven right. I don't know if you had a chance to watch the video yet. Let me know, Jack. The one about Twitter. Valor says, also today is my girlfriend and I's 2-month anniversary. Good. Valor says, the first thing I found is that repeating the prayer, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner, while drawing or doing something, and it helps me focus. Ah! See, but Valor, it would work if you sent it to me through another means, but if he's going to try to send some sort of public message that matters, he should do it on a place that people are more likely to check. You know? I'm helping him send his message more effectively. Whatever that message may be, you know? I don't even know, because I don't want to download Wix in order to read something. So, if he gives me something that I can actually send to people, that's one thing. If he's just going to send a Wix thing that basically nobody's going to look at, then it's not going to work. Nothing's going to happen. Also, he doesn't even follow me. Oh. I mean, it would work, but I'm not going to do it until he's, like, got a public document. That's the thing I'm saying. That way I can send people there, and they can speak their piece on the content, even if I'm not here. I like, you know, public interaction things. I'm not going to be a mouthpiece for something that somebody isn't willing to properly format, you know? Jack says 2 months. Nice. Make sure you take notice to keep your communication. Keep it open and engaging. Ask her about her. Bitches love talking about themselves. I talk about me all the time too. So. Let me check something real quick here. Alright, cool. Alright. Emails are all solid. Things are all copacetic. Like, I'm not gonna read that on air until he like actually has a source that people can publicly access without downloading Wix. That's my statement, Valor. I just got your message though. Why would you need to know someone who has a printer? You can just put it somewhere else. It not being on Wix would be enough for most people to read it. Most people don't even read paper documents anymore anyway. Like, oh, you're giving me paperwork and homework? No, thank you. They'll TLDR that to oblivion. If he actually wants to reach people, he'll do a better job of this. It's like somebody's like snapping a trash bag out there. I don't know. Alright, so John, did you end up watching the Elon Musk video? And what about you, Valor? Well, Jack, anyway. Jack says, admittedly, I only watched about 10 minutes of the video earlier. I got a phone call and then didn't get back to it. Prepping my brother's house. Realtor will be there on Monday. Yeah, basically, Elon Musk is a toady for the World Economic Forum, and I've been saying that for a while. And a bunch of his stupid little toady followers didn't believe me. They didn't believe me. Or they knew and they were, like, on board with that and wanted to snow it. Because they didn't give a fucking shit. They'll lap up anything Musk, like, shits out, right? Hello, Minty. Also, I'm actually curious here. I don't know if you saw, because I posted it after you sent your thing, but I posted my fucking custom hedgehog art in the server, so I can it's like relatively near the top, but I'll put it down at the bottom of comments so you can see it, Mint. There. Valor says, what can I recommend to him that will help him get his message out there? I mean, first thing is, if he expects to get his message out there with only one thing he ever writes, ever, it's not going to happen. That's not going to go viral. What he needs, if he wants to get his message out there, is he needs to start, like, a website or a blog or something. Like, an actual site with its actual own URL. And then he can write that down as his sort of manifesto and write a bunch of supporting documentation surrounding it. If he need... let me ask you this, because I don't think I have in the past. Is 051 an adult? That's important for what I'll say going forward. Well, if you can find out that he's an adult, let him know that if he hands me $200, I'll whip him up a quick and relatively competent website where he can start posting things like this, in like, less than like 48 hours. Minty, feel free to retweet my latest tweet because yes, he is handing it over, and he's handing it over to people who work for the World Economic Forum, and he's doing that. And I like made an entire video about that. So if you wanted to like share that video, that would be appreciated. Well, you're not on Twitter. I forgot about that. Well, if you, like anywhere you are, you're free to just share the content if you want. But either way, let me post that in thing so you can watch that full video later, and you'll see like the full context of everything I've been saying. It'll be on the bottom of comments as well. Jack says it's been a reach around for a long time with Elon. But here's the thing. Let me ask you, Jack. Were you on board with me when I was talking about how like he's not a good person, he's not on the side of liberty, he's not like all this and this? Were you on board with that when I was saying that? Because I've been saying that for a long fucking time. Also, I might as well take care of this while I'm on here. Yeah, okay. Valor says, yeah, that's all I got for now. I started looking into prayer books online until I can get my own money to buy prayer books. Ah! Good stuff. Dario says, Dario Viata, I'll call you Dario. I'm gonna see if I can do this entire thing here. Dario Aqueli Viata Chavez. How did I do? Jack says, yes, he's been on my radar for years. Yeah, like, the fact that anyone fucking ever liked him in any sort of liberty spheres is evidence of conservative co-option. Like, straight up being bought by neoliberal conservatives and shit. Straight up. Motherfuckers, oh, he's rich. He's like IRL Iron Man. I'm gonna fetishize him and suck off everything he does because he makes a lot of money, and I picture myself in his shoes if I slob his gob enough. Yeah, I'm guessing from the laugh emoji I did not get that. Valor says, I've also started trying to limit my screen time. Good idea. Valor says, I've started making FNAF content too. I'm really happy knowing with how my content is. Ah! Jack says, maybe he'll let me kiss his ring. Absolutely. It exactly be like that, though. Like, fucking... It's so asinine. It's so asinine because without fucking Peter Thiel, he wouldn't have, like, risen up in the ranks. And Peter Thiel is on the steering committee for the goddamn Bilderberg Group. And he works with Palantir, the NSA, any intelligence agency he can get his fucking limp-wristed little digits on. Like, he does that. And then all these truthers say that Elon Musk is on our side. How can you be on our side after working that closely with that much of a fucking reptile? Like, I don't even believe in reptilians, but, like, you can describe Peter Thiel as pretty reptilian even if you don't. Dario's like, you hit all the right phonetics. Yeah, I'm just assuming I sounded very white. That's what that must have been then. I'm always interested in learning new things, though, so. Fowler says, I'm also finding some churches near me. I found one that I'm really considering. Ah! Fowler says, looking at Mark Zuckerberg like a reptilian. Yeah, like, I've been talking about Elon Musk for a while now. And, there will be a compendium piece about Elon Musk, including all this recent stuff that's happened with Twitter, on AgoristNexus relatively soon. That's going to be there, and I'll be able to, like, really hammer down all the things I don't like about him. I want to say that'll be... Oh, shit, I got fucking food in my beard. I want to say that'll be out at the end of the month. I would have to, look more into Jack Ma there, Dario, but I probably wouldn't like him, and I'm, like, no big fan of Alibaba either. So, like, Alibaba is basically just Amazon, but Chinese. And I don't like Amazon either. Well, Valor, he says, I quit judo too. I might as well just quit martial arts as a whole since my mom keeps refusing to take me to it. Practice on your own and make sure to work out every day anyway. Like, you can still work out every day. You don't need her permission to do that. And if you do that, it'd be a weird, psychotic way to live. I still keep getting fucking... This is the problem with eating with a beard on camera. There we go. Fucking mischief managed. That's permanent. Everything is on the blockchain. All this stuff that I make, all these YouTube videos, all these streams, these are immediately and permanently saved to Odyssey. So, Odyssey now has a permanent record of that piece of fucking food in my beard that I didn't take proper care of. But yeah, like, next Sunday, I'll be 31. So, the deal there, I'm gonna try to get as much done before then as possible, because I'd like to have rent before my birthday. And at that point, I can start focusing on getting some stuff, like, hammered down and out of the way, because my plan is to do, fucking a move to another part of Spokane, which is where I live. Not Florida, or any of the other places people have tried to dox me at, but Spokane, Washington, with, an anarchist friend who's moving up, from Texas. So, I have to earn as much as possible between now and then. So that's the goal. Because I don't want to be a liability on the fucking joint. Alright. Dario says, yeah, I like him because he doesn't look robotic. He seems charismatic, not because of his business. I mean, you can like him if you want, man, but I'm probably less likely to like somebody who's charismatic about it. Valor is wishing me a happy birthday. Well, thank you. Just be sure to tag folks in my content. That can be what you do for it. LOL. But the ideal goal would be to have rent before next Sunday, so that I can really focus the rest of the month on content, on starting the upswing, and like being worth it when I need to pay part of rent in the coming months. So that's the general goal. And at that point, I'll have like an actual dedicated connection to the modem. I can make better and more content. I can make more reliable content. I'll have a quieter living experience, and my environment will be more conducive to content. I can really start providing y'all the stuff like you've deserved this whole time. So I just need to earn that by September. That's the goal. Dario says, it was related to the reptilian question. Ethical business owners are at most millionaires with basically no power. Yeah. Yeah. Like, even when people brought up to me all these allegedly ethical billionaires, like, the most ethical billionaire is still connected to some pretty nasty shit. I got Facebook notifications. Let me check these real quick. All right. So, actually, let me just, because I'm fucking petty, and I want to, and I'm fucking petty. Let me see what I can find in this regard, because I think I can probably make this work, but I don't know. Like, I didn't set this up in advance, so it might be disastrous. Let me pop this open over here. If I can, that is. Yeah, here we go. So, I think this might work. Facebook. Cool. Yeah, it works. Awesome. So, this is fucking bullshit. Look at this fucking image. I want you to look at this image with me. This will be like, I guess, a mini vlog, because holy shit do I hate this fucking image. And basically anything like it. Look at this image. Look at this image. This is really fucking bad. So, before iPads, first off, that bike looks really fucking new. I don't remember them making a whole lot of bikes like that before iPads. If you look at that bike wheel, it looks like it's a really pretty fucking new bike. It looks like this picture was taken relatively recently, and somebody just snapped a fucking filter on it. It wouldn't surprise me, and I didn't say this because I couldn't verify it. So I just mocked it. But, like, if you look at it, you can see that, yeah, it's probably even taken when there was, fucking iPads. But I was just like, yeah, people don't do BMX anymore, guys. And they also don't drink milkshakes anymore. There are no more bodybuilders. And people don't go to the beach. And speaking of that beach, it's a beach in Rio in the 80s that I've gone over here. It said, the first seed oils to really take root in America were rapeseed oils, and those hit the shelves in the 50s. The refined product of canola started to hit the shelves in the 70s. It had been around for decades, by the time that picture was taken. Those young people were raised on canola oil, but people who are too incredibly stupid to know the actual history or look into any of this, and just like and share things by knee-jerk because it confirms their biases, still support this image, even though it's demonstrably false in literally every way. I said, like, yeah, you shouldn't eat seed oils, and you shouldn't have soybean oil either. But consuming soy doesn't increase estrogen, because the phytoestrogens are incompatible with human estrogen receptors, and actually block them and make them less usable, allowing for more testosterone agonism. And that picture was taken well after soybean oil began processing for human consumption in 1911. But fake trad losers want to pretend that there was an ideal time, and the like the average human lifespan expectancy hasn't been massively jacked up since then. They want to pretend that looking down on other people for their dietary choices is what solves their problems, rather than actually researching anything for themselves. So they share this kind of image and get camaraderie from their fellow ignorant masses. It's the same old story over and over again. People are so incredibly fucking stupid, y'all. So incredibly stupid. That's my comment here. And I'm fucking right, okay? If anyone has ever shared this image with you in anything less than an ironic context, you have legal authority to spit in their lunch. Yeah, Valor. Rapeseed oil is canola oil. Jack says, I support all ideas that support my ideas. I oppose all ideas that oppose my ideas, all in degrees, such is the way. Yeah. Like, these people... these people will not look outside their fucking echo chambers. It's pathetic. It's really fucking pathetic. Earth Nerd says, dating apps were a band-aid on a bullet wound. Yes. Hello, Earth. Yeah, like, but the whole point there, okay, so this bigot that I've been having the displeasure of having my notifications absolutely spammed by, this bigot, he's been consistently trying to get people on board with this whole, like, dumb, biased bullshit conservatism, while still pretending to be, like, a libertarian or an anarchist or whatever, and consistently spams my notifications on Facebook with, like, transphobic garbage. And I saw this pop up on my feed, and I thought I would respond to that. But I didn't want to respond on his post and give him more traction and get all his, like, frothing at the mouth followers to, you know, call me all manner of names, because his followers are fundamentally incapable of rational thought. They will just attack you. They don't care about science. They don't care about facts. They don't care about logic, reason, research, empathy, anything like that. They will just attack. So I just posted that on my own wall. Fuck them. Oh, and also, you know what? I'm still petty about this. I'm gonna show you all my link about this, because I also posted this thread a while back because somebody else posted something very similar and incredibly goddamn stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, guys? Anytime I'm basically, like, psychologically triggered every time I see a picture of this beach now, because it gives me like stupid fucking moron PTSD. Where like what would that be? Fucking PSFMSD. Post stupid fucking moron stress disorder. That's what I get looking at this. It's so fucking bad. It's not good. It's very bad. So, this is the thread that I made about that, and it still fucking stands. Look at this. I said, hey, look at this picture of a beach from the 50s to 80s. Wow, nobody's obese. I'll ignore that they're all the same color, too. and that the obesity I complain of was basically encouraged by the generation in the pics. I love taking history out of context and idealizing it. Let me just take another big ol' fucking mouthful of my mostly vegetarian meal here that has some eggs in it. My mostly vegetarian meal that is part of my like pretty significantly meaty diet. Did you know that the same bigot called me a vegan the other day? He clearly just knows exactly nothing about me. And today, he even just said that he didn't know I liked the Sonic franchise. I mean, what the fuck is that? You know? There's just things you can know. I have a Sonic picture in my pictures from a lot of my tweet screenshots. He has liked some of those screenshots, but he is just so aloof and mentally unaware and unprepared for the outside world that he doesn't even notice shit. Fucking hilarious. Anyway, I did example Rio de Janeiro in the 80s. Instead of asking why there are only white people in this shot and making equal statements about colonialism, your dumb Facebook friend is making this about obesity. Like people going to Rio are representative of Huntington Beach? Get real. The fact is, images like this ignore all the history around these people in order to make a claim that it's not borne by facts. The facts? Poor people in rich countries correlate to the highest obesity rates. And poor people can't afford a Rio vacation in the 80s or today. Also, this was the 80s. Back before digital photography existed, and film development, and printing was expensive. Even if this wasn't Rio, acting like the photographer didn't hunt around for this shot, and that this is representative of every angle, is dishonest. Don't do it. The real truth is that not every beach in the same time period looked like that. That was Rio, and here's Miami. It's the same time with wildly different outcomes because America has been obese for many decades. Keep being a boomer, though. I'm so sure. Let me click this. I think it might be fine. Yeah, okay. Nobody here is overtly thin or beautiful. Nobody here is looking like, fucking awesome beach model. Nobody. And it's all from the same fucking time period. 1982 to 95. Right here. You can see it. So, and I said, I'm saying all of this as somebody who was born in the early 90s. So I could see a lot of the vestiges of the 80s still. And I can tell you there were plenty of fat people. Acting otherwise is a dumb and uninformed idealism exactly befit the social media culture we have now. I said, also, anyone who wants to come to this post needs to reckon with the fact that the same people they're claiming are some sort of model citizens might have looked that way then, but statistically, they've joined the obese ranks. Because a huge amount of people who were that age then are now obese, statistically speaking. People who went to college or university have lower obesity rates, and richest people in society are less obese. So, I'm right. But feel free to get mad. And then I posted this, which honestly I forget what it is. Let me look at what this is here. Yeah, okay. See? It's always been common. And it's always been a socioeconomic factor. Every single fucking time. But these people want you to believe that, there was an ideal time when everybody was a fucking supermodel. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk anymore. You're not good at it. Anyway, I fucking going back to the chat here. It sucks. It sucks. I hate it. Because I grew up then. I know things weren't that way then. They're full of shit. Fuck off. Fuck you. Okay? No. Bad. Alright. Yeah, Valor, fucking, canola oil is rapeseed oil, just to say that. I don't know why they call it that. Honestly, I never really looked into it, but it's there. Dario says, I bet the Native Americans had similar memes before the Europeans came, before clothes. Indians happy. Yeah! Yeah, and I made something similar to that. And what was fucking hilarious is that I used a Hopi member on purpose. I used a Hopi member on purpose. And why did I use a Hopi member? Because the Hopis were pacifists. And I still had a bunch of Mongoloid conservatives in my mentions telling me I'm a terrible person because I just, I didn't understand the history. They were all killing each other anyway. Not the Hopis, motherfucker. The Hopis were slaughtered by people like you. Not them. They were pacifist. Fuck. It sucks so much. It's the fake idealism that creates fascism. It's the idea that there was a great time that we can make America great too again. But it ignores how shit-assed America has always, literally always, forever always been. There is no return. And if you want to, then eat some lead paint. Earth Nerd says, hi, LOL, I accidentally fell asleep. Well, Morgan. Jack says, dating fails when minds are closed and mouths are open. Yeah. Valor says, it quotes 051 saying, the liberation of the single-minded through such laws means the death of the ones that think. I mean, basically, you've got to control the population away from any sort of rational thought. And one of the ways is to protect the stupidest among us, exclusively, and act like because those people exist, we need X, Y, and Z social controls, and those social controls translate to death, But I'm not going to get Malthusian about it. I'm not going to say that this is like an argument for like population control. I'm going to say that they've intentionally created that sort of class of people so that they can control them better. Those people make better workers. Dario says, I would make the same meme, but with old deadly machine equipment because snowflakes of this day, men. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, people just... They act like it was so much better, but they are not willing to go back. They are not willing to go back. Not in a second. It's just fucking pathetic. It really is. Let me check some notifications over here. Huh. On to roasting. Alright, cool. I'm going to shovel some food into my fuckhole. One moment. Alright. So. Actually, yeah. Y'all can continue to write things in chat. Oh, Jack said some things. 95 sucked. Moved states and new house school. New school each of the following 3 years, too. I sympathize with that. Lots of moving around when I was a kid, especially as a child of divorce. Definitely not my fondest memories of anything. He says, watched a mini doc on rapeseed and canola or canola oil. It was a name change based on distrust of seed oils. But also, canola oil was a different process that had less of an aftertaste. That was the purpose of canola oil. Canola oil was a more refined, different sort of cold processed bullshit that separated it without causing damage to the molecules and therefore gave it a better taste. Alright. Unflavored protein powder. Check. Motherfucking monk fruit sweetener. Monk fruit erythritol sweetener. You don't need much of this. It's 2 times as sweet as sugar without being sugar and while having an extremely low glycemic index. Jack says, Crisco, move away from lard too. Yeah, well, and I eat lard like a ton. If I actually get some income before my fucking birthday, I'm gonna replace this. This is almost empty. My fucking 4-pound buckets of lard I consume. I have about a bucket of lard a month. Earth Nerd says, I don't like how canola oil smells. Neither do I. It smells like machines. Valor says, you and 051 both hate America. I'm starting to realize how similar you two are. Well, I will believe we are similar when he follows me. I don't think he does yet. Also, he should start with the Sonic. He's missing out on entire freedom narratives. Earth Nerd says it sticks to every surface in your kitchen. Yeah, it aerosolizes because it's a highly flammable plant oil. Not a fan of it at all. Especially since when you do use it to fry things, it gets this weird film buildup on the roof of your mouth. Not good. That probably looked extra gross. Oh, it was below the bar. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't like it when people make images like that, where they're like, oh, look at this idyllic time in past. There was nothing wrong going on then. We should go back to that time. Ignore all my other posts where I'm talking shit about one minority or another. You know, ignore all my posts where I'm basically using fascist rhetoric of one type or another. Just look at this post and think about how great it would be if we all looked like supermodels like we used to, and ignore the fact like we didn't. You know, it's fucking absurd. It's absurd. It's fucking absurd. Okay? And I don't like that shit. Be honest about the past or we can't learn from it. It's fucking exhausting. Earth Nerd says the divide started before the 50s. The divide has always been there. They've always needed to keep us at each other's throat. Always. There have been more and less divided cultures, for sure. You know, and I won't insinuate otherwise, but what I will say is that, you know, the divide is not new. Not remotely. Like, and by new I mean, the last 100 years. It's been here. And I'm sure you know that. I'm preaching to the choir here. But, like, it's worth saying. There was no ideal period. Not even before then. Things have been slowly getting worse forever. And they're about to get so worse that the world is destroyed. So that's great. That's lovely. We gotta live with that. Earth Nerd says, that's why I don't look at the 50s as an ideal. Yeah. Yeah, like, we could learn from literally every modicum of fucking expanded human history. We could learn from all of it. But some people just want to focus on, like, the part of the past where they could, like, exert more authority over, like, minorities, or where it wouldn't be alien conceptually to abuse one's spouse, you know, or where you could be more openly racist or sexist without people getting so triggered. You know? It's not actually about seed oils. It's not actually about soy. It's about not looking into anything but the surface level and using it to justify one's ignorance while one cements the divide and exploits it to profit. You know, it's garbage. That's why they didn't even look into these images to find out that they were so full of shit. Like, every single one of those images was wrong. All of them. I mean, yeah. I'm sure people did do BMX before iPads. I'm sure people did do milkshakes before dating apps. I'm sure people did have bodybuilding competitions before soy products. I'm sure. I'm sure that people did go to the beach before fucking rapeseed oil was common, or seed oils in general, right? But you know what? When they did that also, like, after all that, and it's not fucking that much different now. And it's just such a garbage way to, like, say, oh, the only way that could possibly be is my way. You know? It's such garbage. Like, it's not proven. None of it is proven. But you know what is? It's proven that the people who tweet and post and Facebook and all this stuff, this kind of thing, they're not in it for the long haul. They're not in it for actual information. I just dropped a piece of fucking bullshit off my chopsticks. I'll have to clean that up later. Anyway, Earth Nerd says, instead of looking back, we should establish what we want and fight for that going forward. That's better. Reject modernity, replace it with a better modernity. Yes. So, in about 7 minutes, I'm calling it. 6-ish, actually. So, if there's anything else y'all want to talk about, feel free. I got some obligations. So this is going to be an hour stream. Next week, though, it'll probably be a 2-hour stream. But if there's anything you want to talk about within the next, like, 6 minutes, feel free. Most people are pretty quiet today, though. I think it's getting hot and people aren't as excited. Either way, let me leave some links in the description so y'all can use them if you want to support me. If you want to make this content work. And then I will get to Valor's comment here. Valor says, my autistic friend keeps getting yelled at because he exercises by his mom, and he says any advice I give to him pisses him off. Well, it sounds like there might be more to it than exercising near his mom then. Because if any advice you give to him pisses him off, then he probably got some advice from her that, like, maybe do it elsewhere or do it, you know, in this place and where it would work better, and he didn't listen. Because if he's not listening to you, well, you mean, like, all the good stuff in the world to him, right? Then he might not be listening to his mom either. And it might be because he's autistic. And that's not a dig at autistic people. That's just saying that he might just legitimately not fully understand what she's trying to say. He might just be having, like, a communication disorder moment. So, that's my take. Probably. I don't know. Alright. Rice has been consumed. Any of y'all want to talk about anything else in the next, like, 3 minutes? Let me know. But there's lots of content coming this week, for sure. Remember, folks, if you swish water, your teeth will be cleaner after you eat. But, yeah. Looks like the chat is pretty much dead. I'm gonna run it to an hour, though. But yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a good week. I'm going to get a lot done. Because there's a lot of stuff that's like, I just need to do a little bit more work and it's done. And, like, this Elon Musk piece is a long time coming. A long time coming. Like, a year at least. Because every single time I've thought, like, you know, okay, this is the end of it. You know, I've gotten enough information. Nothing else is going to happen, like, substantially. I can't even say that. Like, because there's always the voices in my head telling me that, yeah, things are going to get much worse. I'm kind of glad I waited, is what I'll say. Because now that he's handing Twitter over to the WEF, that's a nice capstone on the whole fucking thing. So, if y'all want to support that, I'm going to try to have that done by my birthday. That way, there can be a real solid piece on, like, everything Elon's done wrong. And y'all can share that around if you want, you know, if you want to not only support my content, but also want to really hammer home the point to your conservative buddies that Elon Musk is not a friend of liberty, and that he never will be. So, with all that being said, it's about 30 seconds too. And let me just say, thank you to those of you who are still here. And if you decide to share this with friends, feel free. You know, any of my content that you want to share, feel free. I'm going to give you plenty more reasons in the coming weeks to smash the fucking state. So, be well all, stay clean, stay fit, stay sober, stay healthy, and smash the fucking state.